I'm Katie.
And I'm Angela.
And this is Scratch Hacks. Today we're going to teach you how to make homemade vanilla that we use in our Game of Thrones video about lemon cake. So if you want that, click here.
So the thing about this recipe, because it's really easy to do, it just takes 8 weeks before the final
Yeah, it takes a really long time to make, but it's cheaper, it's going to be more delicious, and it's variable. So you can put in any sort of booze you want, use whatever sort of vanilla bean you want, and come up with a vanilla that you love.
What we're going to need is 3 vanilla beans. We're going to need a 1/3 cup of your favorite alcohol of choice.
We liked bourbon. We think it goes really well with the sweetness, pairs with the vanilla really well, but you can use vodka. We wouldn't recommend doing things like gin because that already has its flavor of its own, but
Rum would also be really good too.
yeah, rum would be awesome.
Got these online, super cheap, like $1 each, made out of glass.
Otherwise, you can use like an empty spice jar, even like a tiny mason jar, because they have those for super, super cheap at the hardware store. So the first thing you're gonna need is our vanilla beans. These you can find pretty much at every grocery store, but if you can't, turn to your local farmer's market or even Specialty Mart. Reading Terminal always saves our butts when we need something like this. So we found that there. We have a blog post about that too. Read it.
It's vanilla beans, so it smells like
Yeah,
the most
it smells awesome.
pure
Yeah.
deliciousness of vanilla you've ever smelled before.
First thing we're gonna do is we're going to slice open our vanilla bean. The proper way to do this, well, I don't know if it's super, super proper, but the way that we do this easiest is to slice it right down the very center of it. And we are going to cut the ends off. We are going to cut down the center of the bean.
The goal really is to get the inside of the bean exposed to the alcohol as much as possible, the most amount of surface space, because that's what's going to flavor it and infuse the alcohol with the vanilla-y goodness.
Vanilla goodness.
So we've got all 3 of our vanilla beans in the container. You're going to want to use a funnel for this. because
Depending on if you're in college or not, you don't have one.
Again, we have a 1/3 cup of our bourbon.
We're gonna close it up with our lid. So for our Game of Thrones recipe, we did use one that we previously made. We made a little label for it, but it's the same thing, and you can notice that it changes dramatically 8 weeks later. It'll get a bit darker in color. It will smell very much different. After a while, it'll change into a lovely aromatic vanilla. Okay, we hope you liked our video. We hope this is really helpful, and we'll see you next time. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and comment.
Yes, please. All right.
Bye. That's so true, Angela. Put a little dew into it. Put a little dew into your vanilla. All right. Word. All right, here we go. And just to get things started, we're gonna shake it up.
Even out the flavor.
Marinate,
Marinate. I
if
like
you
that.
will. Well. Yeah, this is it. This is all you have to do. Now you just have to wait. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
So you can.
It can only get better and better and better with time.
Yeah.
Like a fine wine or a bossy old person.